All right, and Glizzy, how's it going?
Life is doing good. I can't complain about it. What's up with you?
Man, everything is good, man. Staying busy. So I'm just gonna hop right into it, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of the newest stuff going on, man, is Little Durk is trying to get released on bail. And they've been going back and forth with his lawyers a lot lately, you know what I'm saying? And he's been denied a couple times already. This judge right here hasn't denied him. And it looks like this judge might actually grant him bail this time. You know, what's your thoughts on that situation?
He deserve it. I feel like I don't believe it because of the lyrics. I feel like they don't got strong enough evidence. But Lil Durk, I feel like even if, I can't even say that because that's incriminating, but even if they think that once he get a bond, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't on that no. He ain't on that. I don't feel like he was on that in the beginning, but he ain't on that. Durk's supposed to be in society. Durk don't supposed to be in jail. Durk ain't supposed to be behind no walls. I don't feel like Durk is a threat to the community, I'm in the black community. In my community, Lil Durk is not a threat to society. I don't know how the police feel about him or how the DA feel about him, but I feel like he should get a bond, get back to his family, even if he's gonna be on house arrest, like in the house. Let him go back to his family. It's a lot of people they can put in jail, and I promise you, Lil Durk is at the bottom of the list.
Well, Little Pob's mom came and testified and said she's in fear for her life.
That's a throw off to me. I feel like the DA or whatever office, they called her to come out there and testify to stop him from getting a bail hearing. That's the reason that she was there. I don't feel like she really in threat for her life. Why is her life in threat? She know how her son was living. She know what comes with this. This is part of the game. She's supposed to have been a mother way before this situation even started off. I don't know. It's like my mother wouldn't. If I was in the streets and my mother know that, my mother ain't going to testify at no hearings against, because that's just the code. Like, she know what her son is into, her son living like that. That's kind of weird though, so I realized this in this environment, in this new day and age and generation, when you get into it with somebody, what they call the ops mother might go to court or be pushing justice for her child on an extreme level to get you to go to jail. I watched Mama Duck do it. So these guys that's in the streets and you swear you gangster, you living like this, you living like that, you doing this, your mama should not be walking in no court building trying to get the ops 100 years because of your demise. That's what comes with it. Everybody in the streets living that street life, if you don't get out of it, you're gonna die. It is what it is. Just take it how you take it.
Well, they're trying to use part of DJ Akademiks' interview that he did with Little Durk, and in this interview, Little Durk says, I just don't see him saying slide for Vaughn anymore. And they're trying to use that as a reason to keep Little Durk in jail.
What does that mean though? Like, what does that mean? Does that mean he guilty of anything because he said he don't see that no more? It's called trolling. They don't understand this new generation. They wrote them laws and these guidelines and them RICOs and whatever they wrote them Jones years, like decades ago. They need to update the RICO law and stuff and know what's going on in society. The internet was not created when these laws was created. So now they trying to put the internet into these laws. That don't make sense. They gotta rewrite it over. It's a new generation. It's new stuff going on. They troll Lil Durk and he trolled back with a question. That question got him in jail. I don't feel like it's fair at all. What did he say that was incriminating? What, they don't see them trolling no more? What does that mean? That doesn't mean you just gotta go to jail.
I hear you, man. What was your initial thoughts when you seen Little Durk get arrested?
I was like, if Lil Durk can go to jail, anybody can go to jail. But it ain't just Lil Durk. I feel like they took all the rappers. They had Young Thug, Lil Durk, Lucci, they had a lot of rappers. They even had NBA Youngboy locked up in some situations. But in my opinion, if God was to bless me with $1 million or $30 million, $10 million, and I become a millionaire and I can provide for my family, I'm just gonna leave that whole street aspect alone, period. Like, I have everything I asked God for. I just wanted the money to take care of my family. I don't want to talk about the dead. I won't even rap no more. I literally quit rapping. I wouldn't do nothing. I go to church every Sunday, just enjoy my blessings. I'm doing it to get out of my situation. I'm not gonna get the money and stay in my situation. It's like you gotta change your life, like 100% change your life. I'm not gonna play with fire if God bless me with everything I ask him for. Millions of dollars will change my family life, will change my life, and I'm gonna act appropriate with my millions of dollars. I'm not gonna diss the dead, I'm not gonna talk about the dead, I'm not even gonna make no rap songs about the dead. I'm not gonna be in no street life, I'm not gonna hang on no blocks, I don't care about no reputation or nothing, because all I'm trying to do is impress people that come from poverty, and I made it out.
You mentioned Youngboy. Recently, he got a pardon from President Trump. What's your thoughts on that?
As he should. NBA Youngboy, I told you, it's like our generation Michael Jackson. I don't think NBA Youngboy should be in jail neither. I don't feel like he should sit in jail. NBA Youngboy feed a lot of people, from corporate businesses to YouTube, it's probably hundreds of thousands of people NBA Youngboy don't know nothing about that makes money off his content in his life. Just him, he brings so much. He bring a lot to the world, to the generation, to this generation. He bring a whole lot. He ain't outside personally himself firing guns at people. He ain't standing on no block. Yeah, he do what he do and he talk what he talk, but it is what it is. He makes so many people's families money. He take care of so many people, even the record label families and everybody. I feel like he a pioneer, he a keystone to society right now. I don't wish jail on NBA Youngboy, and he just got a tour. I wish him the best. I don't feel like he's supposed to be in jail though.
Speaking of his tour, his tour is one of the stops he's going on in his tour is in Chicago, and people are making a big deal about this.
I be seeing them Chicago videos. I seen like some little young guys walking to a gym. It was like a basketball gym, might have been at a school or a recreation center. I swear to God, I never seen that many guns in one setting in my life. I'm talking about from 16 to age 25, guns, ARPs, Blackouts, Dracos. It was like 90 guns in the video. Everybody had a gun, and then I be watching them Chicago documentaries and vlogs. They living there. Like, I don't even think the police policing out there. I think it's just civilians versus civilians. It's like, it's a whole different land. But if NBA Youngboy was going to a club, like a hole in the wall, one of them little clubs, maybe it's a chance of something to happen. I just watched NBA Youngboy in Jamaica. NBA Youngboy is moving better than Donald Trump. He moved like the president, Air Force One around here. So as far as I'm doing something to him in the arena in Chicago, I highly doubt something's gonna happen to him. I don't feel like nothing at all is gonna happen. And I feel like he got fans in Chicago that love him, because no matter if you don't like NBA Youngboy, you gotta like what he got going on, because it's gonna be in your face at all times.
Now, I just interviewed a dude from O Block called O Block Durky, and he wasn't happy about it, man. He was definitely talking like, he might be up there they might be in the crowd.
Shit, me and my people just we buying every seat in that bitch. Shit, everybody, shit, we going too, VIP. Slam season, ain't it? VIP shit. He tough.
Now,
He tough. He got enough money for 1,000 security guards. We gonna be there too though.
that's gonna be a crazy concert. It's gonna, in Chicago.
I just really want to see what he gonna perform for real. What you gonna perform? You in the city. What you gonna perform? You in the city, man. You better perform that old motherfucking young boy. Fuck you talking about? Bro, shit. You better perform that motherfucker. Or the motherfucking Bulls motherfucker gonna have to cancel a whole year.
Being in the crowd, gonna do what? What, he gonna throw a water bottle at him and security gonna beat him up? I don't see him doing nothing, like him in the crowd. So you paying to see NBA Youngboy put money in his pocket just to have an attitude in the front row? It don't make sense to me, but everybody want their clout and want whatever they want from it. I don't know. I ain't got nothing bad to say about him, but he ain't gonna do nothing but sit right there mean mugger.
Well, when we did one of our first interviews we did not too long ago, you talked about a story from Wale where Diddy comes in, to make a long story short, Diddy comes in, hangs Wale over a ledge. This story has went viral several times. It's a really entertaining and funny story. But what's your thoughts on everything going on with that situation right now?
Wale have called my phone in the last 2 days 14 times. I got a paragraph DM from him like this long. Basically, all right, this is what he do. After the story came out the first time, he told me, like, why would you tell that story? Basically, I can give you another story and we could just push that under the rug. If you need any help from me, I can help you. You just reach your arms out to me, basically trying to be my friend, be cool with me so we can have some type of loyalty and I can just stop stamping the story and stop talking about it. But he was trying to get me to expose Meek Mills. He told me he was gonna send a video or something to expose Meek Mills because Mark Rubin, this, that, and the third. I don't know. He basically need a friend. While they know what really happened, he had his Nike boots. He didn't have no Nike boots. Let me not stop talking about Nike boots because y'all gonna think, oh, he switched the story up. He had his little feet dangling from the balcony. We seen it. He know it's true. Wale never came out his mouth and said it's not true. You ask him a question about this, he gonna talk in circles.
Okay, so he's trying to get you to stop talking about the story, to push the story. You know, I'm sure it's probably kind of embarrassing for him, but with everything going on with Diddy, you know, this story became to look, it gave a lot more credibility to your story that this is actually something that Diddy would actually do.
And did I tell this story before you heard anything about a balcony or after you heard something about a balcony? I think it was before.
Yeah, you've been telling this, this was told a long time ago before any of the news came out about any balcony situation, for sure.
And another thing about Wale, when I told this story was not about Wale. Cassie had a lawsuit out on Puff Daddy. I run a blog. I told a story about Cassie and Puff Daddy. I did not know they was gonna take the Wale part out of it and make it go viral. If I can think that far, everything I say will go viral. If I put Wale in here, make up a story, it'll go viral. I never made up a story. I just told a real altercation that I seen between Cassie and Puff Daddy. I'm sorry if Wale was the victim of it. And Wale sitting around here telling me, like, it's a RICO going on and you talking about this, that, and the third. Bro, you are a victim. You ain't about to get caught up on no cases or nothing. And I didn't say this while the RICO was going on. It was a civil suit for $30 million when I first explained it. It wasn't no RICO case. And the only way Wale can end up in court or something if he go press some charges and he open up a whole new chapter. There's no way in the court of law when a RICO charge is going on, a witness can just pop up on the trial out of nowhere. Do y'all know law? It's called a transcript. The transcript was gave to Puff Daddy's lawyer already. They know who's gonna testify already. It's already in it. They can't add nobody to the list. There's no adding to them. They can't add no new evidence in the middle of a trial. That's not how the world works. So while they keep acting like he gonna get caught up on the case, make it make sense to me. Come on, please.
Yeah, I hear you, man. You know, are you surprised that he is so caught up on this story?
Not really surprised because he don't have nothing going on. If he was on tour or he had something going on in his life, he can overshadow it. The only thing going on in Wale's life is this balcony incident. I swear, every interview, every corner he turned, every conversation, my voice is bigger than him. That's when I DM'd him back on Instagram and I told him, you just Wale.
Now, do you feel bad at all being that, you know, he's always represented DC, right?
Wale is not from Washington, D.C. I don't know one Washington, D.C. person that can say Wale is from Washington, D.C. Wale was one of the first rappers from wherever he from and he claimed D.C. and we didn't know what rap was and people agreed with him until he burnt all his bridges here. Wale's not from Washington, D.C. He was never born in a Washington, D.C. hospital, never in his life been to a Washington, D.C. school, a day in his life. I don't have no loyalty to Wale. The reason I don't have no loyalty to Wale, I'm gonna break it down to y'all. I was a rapper at one point in time, not even a rapper. I dropped a mixtape. My mixtape blew up and did millions of views on Spinrilla, probably 10 million streams on Spinrilla. This is non-paid. This is before they was paying you on social media platforms in 2015. Wale DM me, like, good job. I see what you got going on for the city, this, that, and the third. You gonna be great. But Wale at this time, he got a music buzz, this, that, and the third. I asked him for a verse. I say, okay, since I'm doing so good, can I get a verse? He told me no, he cannot give me a verse because his loyalty was to Taliban Glizzy. I did not get mad, I did not kid. So why when this story come out, you wanna retrack and act like we cool, we friends, now you'll do anything to butter me up and try to get me to make this story go under the rug, but you already picked your side. I don't have no loyalty to Wale. I don't have no nothing for Wale. On Christmas, I'm in Washington, D.C. passing out thousands of toys to these kids. On Thanksgiving, I'm in the city passing out all these meals to these people out here in my community. That's what I do. I'm a real Washingtonian. I was born in Greater Southeast Washington, D.C. I'm not even from the DMV. I'm from D.C. I'm from Southeast, the toughest part. Wale can never play or say nothing to me. He on his down horse. It's like my career is going up. I don't even have a career. I'm just a journalist. I just talk. I'm going up. Wale going down. Wale couldn't help me in no way.
So he doesn't get any love in D.C.? People don't mess with him at all?
Nah, I wasn't saying D.C., maybe Maryland and Virginia. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Wale don't be here. He don't come here. I don't see Wale here unless he going to a Redskin game and they just using him because he like a big industry person, so they use him for like a Redskin game, but the Redskins play in Maryland. So it's like, I don't know where Wale be. He don't do nothing for this city. He said he put people on this city. I'm gonna break it down. It was a band called UCB. UCB is a band, he was using that band to like push Go-Go. UCB, I don't know where they at today. Go-Go went downhill after Wale. Wale hopped on a guy named Will the Rapper song from Washington, D.C. It's like pull up, hop out. And he pull up, hop out remix, and I guess they hopped out and never came back because the song went nowhere. Like, I don't know what a song got, I don't know what's going on. Wale literally in careers. That's what he do. He gave Shaq Glizzy a verse. If you could, no defense to Shaq Glizzy, because y'all say I talk about him a lot. But if you compare Shaq Glizzy to Kodak Black, NLE Chopper, Lil Durk, or NBA Youngboy, it's like a local rapper versus mainstream rappers. He not even in that category or bracket of people. So how did you put anybody on? Fat Trel? Fat Trel's in his neighborhood right now smoking cigarettes outside stressing. He don't have a home or a car. These are facts. So who did Wale put on and what did Wale put on? Because it ain't on right now. It ain't even bigger than me and I ain't know about it.
Okay, you mentioned Fat Trel. What's going on with you and Fat Trel?
Nothing personally, just it ties back to Wale. Fat Trel goes to jail. I'm blowing up at the time. I'm in the pandemic. In the pandemic, I'm blowing up my lives, my Instagram lives doing like 10,000, 5,000 views, get hundreds of millions of views on Instagram. I don't have a YouTube at the time. I'm just now starting a YouTube, so I'm doing interviews on the YouTube. Fat Trel calls me from jail phone. I pick up the jail phone. We just build a relationship because we have a song together. Like, we got a song called Maneuver. We have a song together. So he like, man, yeah, I'm watching the bed TV. When I get home, we'll do an interview, this, that, and the third. I'm answering the phone for him just back and forth. He calling me through through his manager phones. This guy named Phones, through his manager phone. So Fat Trel ended up coming home. He come home. He like, cool, bro, I'm gonna do an interview with you. I got you. As soon as I go on Drink Champs, this is exact words, I'm gonna go on Drink Champs, I'm gonna go on Vlad TV, I'm gonna do a Say Cheese, and I'm gonna do a No Jumper. And when I'm finished on my little tour, my little press run, I'm gonna come back and give you the Barberson TV interview. I'm like, cool. I wasn't really tripping off the interview. It was like, yeah, it'll help the platform, but I wasn't really tripping off the interview. I didn't get mad at him because he didn't do the interview. This is why I got mad. 2 weeks later, I seen, matter of fact, I'm interviewing people from the DMV that's not Fat Trel. They doing 70,000 views, 50,000 views, 40,000 views on my platform. These are people that's not caliber of Fat Trel at the time. Fat Trel go to like Atlanta and do an interview with somebody, something Hill. The interview did 2,000 views. It ain't even about the interview. In that interview, let me fast forward back. Before he went on this interview run and he left to go do his interview, a press run, we had a 6 o'clock in the morning phone conversation. He called me 6 o'clock in the morning. I woke up out of my bed and talked to him. We had a whole conversation. He was like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna do the interview. What we gonna talk about? I'm like, man, we're gonna talk about the Study Boys. We're gonna talk about Wale. We just gonna talk about this, that, and the third. And we just was chopping it up about what the interview gonna be. He like, all right, bet, I got you. Boom, fast forward, he go to Atlanta, do an interview, get 2,000 views. I talked about it, the interview number, so it probably went up by now. So he had like 2,000 views. He did the interview. In the interview, I told you, I talked to him 6 o'clock in the morning. We had a conversation. Everything we had in that conversation, he was directly talking to me through the interview. The interviewer asked something about Wale. His question, I was promoting on my YouTube and my Instagram that Wale don't do nothing for DC, Wale ain't nothing. I'm the only person in the city saying that at the time. I'm the only one saying it. Fat Trel go do an interview, and in the interview, he say, yeah, because anybody that got a problem with Wale, I'm standing with Wale. Wale ain't going like that. I'm rocking with him. He with me. Anybody feel some type of way, you know what it is, man. I am DC, this, that, and the third. So basically, who was he talking to? I felt like he was talking to me directly. After that, forget the interview. I'm going to hit the gas. Fat Trel was born in Virginia. You can Google it. Fat Trel was born in Virginia. I don't know one DC school he went to. I don't know a fight he been in. I don't know nothing he did. It's a guy, I'm not gonna say his name, but it's a guy from his neighborhood who robbed him. He made a song called, Say You Wanna Rob Me, What You Mean, Bruh? And then after he robbed him to add insult to injury, he told Fat Trel, turn around. Fat Trel turned around, he shot him in his ass and bought him from the neighborhood. That's exactly what happened. So the guy ended up going to jail on some other shit that he a street guy, so he went to jail on some other street shit, and then Fat Trel started going back down the neighborhood. But he broke down. Fat Trel was in a live casino with fake money. Fat Trel had got $600,000 from Rick Ross. He ain't got $600 right now. Fat Trel just did a show at Howard Theater. It was nobody there. He had 2 fans there. What else? Fat Trel career is over. It's like, he get interviews from DJ Akademiks. They butter him up about questions about his career, but it's really Aunt Glizzy questions. They ask him about Aunt Glizzy. They really want to know about Aunt Glizzy, so they use him. But I have no specific beef with Fat Trel. Like, we not beefing. It's just a misunderstanding. It's internet. I content create, but I'm gonna tell him how I feel, and it is what it is, whichever way he want to take it. But we ain't beefing. Like, we ain't beefing at all. Ain't no shots fired. Ain't no bloodshed. Ain't nothing. Ain't no Tupac and Biggie going on. It's like Instagram, social media posts.
Well, right now we got the Diddy trial going on, and there's been so much stuff that's happened in this Diddy trial, from Kid Cudi testifying to Cassie's testimony. You know, what's your thoughts so far on the Diddy trial?
I don't feel like Diddy deserve a RICO. Like, what I'm hearing is not a RICO. It's just a rock of freaky stuff going on, and he try to cover it up, like cover his tracks. I'm not gonna go far into what he did to certain people, this, that, and third, because I don't really know. I can't co-sign that. But I don't feel like he should get a RICO. It's a rock of freaky stuff going on. And when I'm hearing what I'm hearing, Cassie was a part of it. Like, she wasn't not with it. She was with it. That was his girlfriend at the time. She was with it. She been through some stuff, but I feel like she was with it. I ain't gonna say she wrong, but Diddy don't deserve a RICO. Diddy don't deserve life in jail or nothing like that. But he just a freaky guy. At the end of the day, Puffy lasted this long being freaky. It been like 20, 30 years. Leave that man alone. That man like 60. He only got 30 years left. Let him be freaky. What threw me off was, I don't know nowhere in the world that got 1,000 bottles of baby oil but Diddy jump. Like, 1,000 bottles of baby oil is crazy. Like, bro, 1 bottle of baby oil in my house might last us 5 years. 1,000 bottles of that man had a lifetime supply of slippery shit.
So what you're saying is baby oil needs to sponsor him. He needs a sponsor from a baby oil.
Shit,
for sure.
Shit, to get 1,000 bottles, you gotta be sponsored. There's no way you go buy 1,000 bottles. That's suspicious, buying 1,000 bottles. First of all, where do they sell 1,000 bottles of baby oil? You're gonna have to break that up to different stores. Like, he gotta be sponsored. Johnson & Johnson baby oil sent that shit straight to his house. 1,000 bottles, Diddy get as nasty as you can. Man, Diddy got so many bottles of baby oil, he gonna slip out this case. Watch what I tell you, he gonna slip straight out them cuffs.
Well, Meek Mill said the craziest thing he's seen at a Diddy party was coke vibes.
I'm surprised Meek Mill ain't had to walk in this case and testify. I'm just surprised. Cause, all right, I heard a story from 50 Cent. 50 Cent said he was with somebody, and Diddy asked him like, yeah, you wanna go shopping? You wanna go to the mall? And Diddy, and 50 looked at whoever he was with like, he denied it. So now that had me in my mind thinking, I seen Meek Mill's in the pool, and he was calling him bae, like a rock of sexual gestures to Meek Mills, and it threw me off. Meek Mills had his shirt off, but that ain't even the kicker. Meek Mill and Puff Daddy got matching outfits out here, a picture with matching outfits on. He took Meek to the mall. I ain't the smartest person in the world, but 1 + 1 = 2. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished when Diddy touches? Oh, I'm gonna leave him alone. Go ahead, you right.
Well, Diddy's also been in a lot of trouble during this case. He's nodding at the jury. They're saying he almost got kicked out of court for this, is what the judge is saying, that he's warned him already a couple times that he might actually get kicked out of his own trial for interfering.
Nodding at the judge, meanwhile, like yes or no? Like, no, what you mean by nodding?
My bad. Did I say judge? I meant jury.
Nodding at the jury? What you mean by nodding at the jury? I don't understand that. Like making head gestures?
Right. During, when you're doing your case, you're not supposed to look at the jury. You're not supposed to look at the people in the court. And, you're for sure not supposed to do any type of gestures or anything at them.
I don't feel like he mean no harm. Somebody in there lying on him or saying his bad and his guilt and his secrets. He in there just like, I don't feel like that's nothing. Me personally, I don't feel like he trying to entitle the jury to persuade his votes his way or something. I just feel like he can't believe it came out in trial. He just, man, the stuff you hearing in there, it comes with a head nod and so like, you can't sit still and hear that. Your whole family in there. It's gonna come with a couple head gestures. That's what I feel like.
Rod Wave has found himself in a lot of trouble over a female. He's being charged with 14 different charges, with the worst one being aggravated assault and weapons charges. They're claiming he shot up his girlfriend's G-Wagon. And it actually looks like they're saying that it might even be on video.
That was the girl of his dreams, yeah. Devil in the dress, sunroof top, yeah. Nah, man, I allegedly, I heard she wasn't in the car, but I don't know what bruh was on. I have nothing to say. I don't know what allegedly. These charges are crazy and wild. But if you listen to a Rod Wave songs, you can tell he be tender about them females, though. Rod Wave got a bag, though. He got money. He like, Rod Wave, shooting up a car, how angry are you? Like, I don't know. I don't care if you even paid for the car. You can buy another car, but I be hearing this little song. It's the girl of my dreams, yeah. I felt that. Like, you be feeling the Rod Wave songs, so. Man, all I can say is, it's going to jail. It's going to jail. Definitely going to jail. I don't know how long he gonna be there, allegedly. But I wouldn't have did it. I wouldn't even been associated in that.
Those charges are definitely crazy, man. I couldn't imagine myself going to that extent over a female. That's crazy.
Beyond me.
For sure. Okay, so have you seen Cardi B online with Stefan Diggs?
Yeah, I ain't see them personally, but they was in D.C. They was in Maryland, actually, at one of Stefan Diggs' summer camps. Cardi B was running to the car. I seen it on video. Cause he from the DMV. We know him.
Yeah.
We know Stefan Diggs more from the DMV than Wale. But yeah, I've been seeing it. But I seen him and Offset's son get the same hairdo, and Offset disactivated his page and said when somebody die, it ain't gonna be a joke. I don't know why he'd say that on the internet, but it is what it is. Yeah, I've been seeing it. Cardi B was on that boat. He was on that boat, and he had that little bag of stuff. I ain't saying that was a bag of stuff. That was a bag of pink stuff. That could have been anything. I didn't even know it was drugs. So how y'all know it was drugs? They was trying to end that man's career, but they looking good. They looking sweet. Like, I don't care about the past, the history or nothing. They look good together though. It worked. It looked better than Offset. And Stefan Diggs got football money. Offset trying to get spousal support. Offset might get mad at me behind saying that, like, bro might fuck that money up. I don't know what's up. Bro want his girl to take care of him. He ain't on the world tour. He trying to be on his girl tour. Like, damn. Me go.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question. I was really surprised that so that means Cardi B makes probably a substantial amount more money than Offset.
I don't mean to be an Offset business, but how do Offset make money? Once they sell them catalogs and sign to who they sign to, whatever they got up front is the upfront money. Offset ain't doing no shows, he ain't getting booked, he ain't on no tours, he ain't got no popping songs out here, no nothing. Offset don't even have an income right now. To me, unless he's, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say that, but unless he got an agent and he be like, man, tap into my agents, man, they doing guaranteed touchdowns.
Well, you know, some of the biggest news that's happened in the past month or so, man, is this Tory Lanez situation, man. You know, he's in prison right now, serving a 10-year sentence for the allegations against Megan Thee Stallion. And, you know, he's in prison. The video just dropped. The video was crazy. You know, you see dude going crazy on Tory.
Free Tory Lanez. I feel like he innocent. I've been seeing his team post little certain stuff and stuff. I feel like he innocent. I never feel like that girl got shot in the foot. Because once you get shot in the foot, you gonna know who got shot in the foot. Like, you know what a gunshot wound is. And she didn't switch her stories a lot of times. I seen video clips saying she didn't get shot. Somebody said she stepped on glass. They didn't show, I didn't see a bottle fall out. They making it look good. I don't know why Tory Lanez locked up. Tory Lanez locked up because he didn't testify. He didn't get on the stand and testify. He was hitting the other girl. They showed the girl mugshot. She had the little I was like, God damn. I see why they was in that car fighting, but I seen the guy stab Tory Lanez up too. That's the difference between jail. I want to know this. Like, why is Tory Lanez got 10 years and he can run into a person on a tier that's never going home? The system is crazy. Like, you have a parking ticket, violation some traffic court, and go to jail for 6 months, but you in a jail on the same unit with the lifers? Yeah, it's called for a disaster. I don't even know why Tory Lanez got stabbed. The story that they made up didn't even make sense to me. I feel like somebody tried to get him out of there, but I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah, the story that I'm hearing the Whack 100 is saying is that they went to have visits at the same time, and Tory Lanez told the dude that his chick was trying to get with him, something like that. Like, that was kind of crazy. I was like, damn.
Why would Tory Lanez tell a Mexican lifer that his girlfriend that don't even make sense to me. Tory Lanez ain't in jail moving like that. That was made up. I feel like that was scripted, but it is what it is. I feel like he gonna get out. He ain't gonna do the whole 10. But if he do, it's crazy. It's the system. I feel like Donald Trump should pardon him. I feel like he should have got pardoned.
I think a lot of people believe he's innocent, especially with those videos coming out where Megan Thee Stallion is saying that she stepped on glass in the video. But the only thing that I'm kind of confused about is those videos were definitely brought up in the trial, or they were at least minimum given to Tory Lanez's attorney. So this stuff was it's not really new evidence. It was presented to the jury, I'm assuming. You know.
They saying Tory Lanez was speaking too much about the industry, how to go independent, this, that, and the third. So it might be high up people in the background that manipulated this trial somehow. That's what I'm hearing, conspiracy theories about that type of stuff. But
can you dive into that a little bit more? What are you hearing?
I heard like Rock Nation, like these big companies. Tory Lanez basically dropped his album and sold it for NFTs. He made the money, cut the label out. He was telling people that if you get a certain amount of millions of streams, if you independent, somebody making 1 million streams, just say $6,000. If you get 1 million streams a day, 7 million streams a day, them thousands of dollars you making every day, that the record label was receiving a check every Friday off you. He was breaking it down in the detail, and it was making sense. Like, basically, the people that work for the record labels that you think cost $50,000 to get your songs this place, that place, they cost $3,000, $4,000, maybe $7,000. They work for the record label. Same way that they work for the record label, you can be independent. You can pay the people just like the record label. You just gotta find these people, do your research, and do your the diligence to find these people. And you can really be as big as you wanna be independent, making paper every day. He was leaking that information on the Breakfast Club into further detail. And I feel like the industry of rap is $1 billion industry. Them contracts be jinky, all that be jinky. So if the rappers really listen to him and his influence and they take that, they'll lose billions of dollars. So before they lose billions of dollars, they'll mix a trial up and send Tory Lanez to jail for the rest of his life, as long as they can, to quiet or silence him. But they sent him for 10 years. 10 years ain't long enough.
Do you think Megan Thee Stallion feels bad about anything, about him getting stabbed or going through anything?
Not at all, because she's still trying to clear her name up. Megan Thee Stallion know Tory Lanez ain't shoot her. Even if he did, they know the situation. There was a fight before. Megan Thee Stallion job giving police vibes right now. She became weird. I think she lost her buzz after that, though. I don't think the streets messing with her. I don't know what's up with Megan Thee Stallion. She throwing me off, but I like Megan Thee Stallion body. Other than that, I don't like her. Like, she ain't nothing. She's a hot girl summer. She really hot.
The whole case to me is just kind of confusing, man. I can't imagine, you know, like, why are people coming out now saying that that it was the other, that it was her friend that shot her? And the whole thing is just like a ball of confusion, man. It's hard to really put it together, I'm feeling.
In a trial, if you saying you innocent and you don't get up there and testify, that's what probably persuade the jury to find him guilty and believe Megan. Because Megan in there talking, just saying her part. Tory Lanez being quiet, like, let them figure out the evidence. But they like, if you innocent, get up here and show you're innocent. He didn't say anything. So that's what I feel like. They overwhelmed him. Like, she overwhelmed him with her words. And her words stuck, because he ain't say nothing.
Well, one of the biggest questions everybody got right now for the Diddy trial is Diddy gonna testify? What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah. Take that. Take this, bad boy, baby. Nah, I don't know. Diddy should have nothing to say. They done already said everything. What are you gonna get up there and say, yeah, they have 1,000 bottles of baby oil. I did put my hands on her, but I want y'all to forgive me because they gave me the key to the city and I changed my name to Love. Love to be a freak. Nah, they said Diddy kids be pulling up on people, like getting up on people about talking about their father. Hey, little bruh, no, leave me alone. I'm just the messenger. Nah, Diddy put some baby oil on though. He might slip up out of this case.
He might actually get off, or he might get off with very little time, with like 5 years or something small. That's what I'm kind of thinking. But, you know, one of the things that we recently learned was that Jane Doe, this Jane Doe who's testifying right now, is 50 Cent's baby's mom.
I seen it. The light-skinned lady, they did they have like what's it called? A love contract?
That's what it looks like.
Like he was paying her $10,000 a month and paying her rent just to be like his girlfriend or something, like one of his jumps. And he was calling her. I even heard a voicemail message that Diddy left. I don't know if it's AI or not, but you know how the internet play tricks. That's wild. So now it makes sense why 50 Cent be on Diddy like that. Cause it lead back to his baby mother. 50 Cent is 50 Cent. His baby mother is his baby mother. I don't hold 50 accountable for his baby mother being wild. She just chasing bags. She's just chasing the money out here trying to survive. 50 the GOAT though. I don't know about Diddy.
Yeah, I mean, that's what everybody's bringing up right now. They're going, oh, this is why 50 has so much hate for Diddy. Because 50 been going off on Diddy for years. Anytime anything happens, 50 he been roasting Diddy. He's even supposed to make a documentary. I think he just posted about it recently.
It'll make sense. He got the power to do it, and I love to see it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch all of it. They say there's two people in this world not to play with, and Glizzy and 50 Cent. 50 Cent number one though.
They also said that she also got paid $10K to smash for like 9 days in the Bahamas.
I don't feel bad for her. Shit. These girls where I come from, 10 days in the Bahamas without the 10K, you can smash all day. You feel what I'm saying? Put 10K on top of that, like they mother with it. Like, I'm just here to tell you, 10,000 is a lot of money when these girls, for 10,000 to a girl, man, ain't nothing you can't do. Ask what's her name? Young Miami. Ask Young Miami. Diddy probably pissing on her. I don't know how much money, but she act like she just so innocent. She did an interview talking about she like getting peed on. Now I'm hearing this Diddy shit. Yeah, I know exactly who's using her as a urinal.
Damn. Okay. Now, if Diddy actually beats this case, what do you think the response from all the people is gonna be? Like, people that he worked with? Do you think he can make a comeback? Will people actually accept him in hip hop again?
Diddy gotta go buy an island and just live on that junk. And he probably got registered as a sex offender. Diddy is dangerous. Diddy ain't nobody, first of all, Diddy throw a coming home party, ain't nobody going to that mother. Diddy is over with, like, no more Diddy. Diddy can be a daddy though. He can turn his name to daddy and go home with his kids. Like, other than that, nah. I ain't seen a Ciroc bottle in years.
You know, even if he beats his case, you know, everybody's still gonna remember that CNN video that dropped.
Forget the CNN video. We heard the testimony. We seen the transcripts. That don't go away. That's all gonna be public records out to the people. It's like, it's still there. You just beat it. It is what it is. They know the real you. But deep down, I feel like it's thousands of people that ain't even on this case or on this trial with stories just like this or similar to this. They just ain't make the cut. And like, they just sitting back, living with their truth.
Well, you know, another big story that, you know, this happened since our last interview is Bricc Baby, Loose Cannon, and Big U have all been picked up by the feds and indicted on a RICO. What's your thoughts on that? And, you know, did you check that out?
My thoughts on that is, I kind of knew that Adam, 22, had invited me to an interview, and I told him I was not coming to the interview because of the gang affiliation that No Jumper had. I know Bricc Baby personally from Shy Glizzy. I used to hang with Bricc Baby back in the day. Like, I know him from Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know him from California. He used to be PeeWee Longway homeboy. I know him from like Atlanta. He went to California, and that's a whole new Bricc Baby. I don't know him. I know the Atlanta Bricc Baby. I actually went on a move with Bricc Baby, and Bricc Baby did something scared. Like, we went to go he told me ride with him. I rode with him. We went to go get some lean. I didn't drink lean at the time. I'm just with him. He go get some lean from the guy. I guess him and the guy got to an altercation. I end up snatching the lean through the car window, keeping the lean. We end up driving off, going home. And as we go home and I get there with the lean, I get a lean to Bricc Baby. I don't drink lean at the time, but Bricc Baby had like 2 ounces of weed sitting around. I just took the weed from him. Like, I took his weed and I broke it down with Shy Glizzy. And Bricc Baby came back in the house with an attitude, looking for his weed. And Shy was kind of scared, so I gave Shy a zip and I took a zip. Shy ended up taking some out the zip, giving the zip back, and I told him I lost the other one, but he knew I had it. At the end of the day, I was his muscle on the move. What he was gonna do to me? Nothing. When I was back in them days, I had one job. Anything looks suspicious, get rid of it.
Now, you know, one of the big things they made a big deal about was checking in. You know, being in hip hop, you know, I know you were in Atlanta quite a bit. You know, what's your thoughts on that?
That's the reason I don't go to California. I don't know about the checking in. You gotta check in, the big homies. And it's bigger than what it is. Like, Big, you tapped into the businesses, the airport, everybody Crips and Bloods, this, that, and the third. So once you touch their soil, you free food. Like, they know how to move. They extorting people. They doing all type of things. Make you pay them through the foundation. I just stay out of LA, period. LA is just not a place that I'm fond to going to, or I'm excited to go there. I've never been to LA that day in my life. And I don't care if I never go there. Like, there's no disrespect to LA. It's just, I be seeing older guys gang banging and shit. Like, who believe in God? I ain't seen a Christian in LA my whole life. I be seeing a rack of this and this. Like, take a Bible, like, pray. Like, you guys need help. I pray for the whole LA, I promise you. Cause it's like 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds repping a color. Like, y'all don't own them colors. Y'all out there repping colors. Like, people died and went to jail over a color. We all black.
People did make a big deal about Big U being so old and still being active.
It's a facade. He had the facade, he had the foundation, all the stuff behind the scenes, but Big U is so guilty right now. I ain't gonna say it later. He's so guilty right now. I heard Big U was representing himself in court. Like, he is his own attorney.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing. That's been the news coming out, that he's representing himself. And they're saying that the main reason why he wants to represent himself is so that he can get all of the paperwork, and that way he can read through everything himself rather than having to rely on the lawyer to give him the paperwork.
Ain't he like a rolling 60?
Allegedly, yes.
The judge gonna roll his ass a 60-year sentence.
Well, you know, that's what they gave Eric Holder, was 60 years.
I don't wish jail on nobody, but bro ass could have went to jail forever. Bro killed a legend. Nipsey Hussle was different. I don't know Nipsey Hussle personally. I don't know nothing, but his influence even touched me. It made me want to go get up out the hood, go buy some property, get some land, live a life, take care of your family, do for your people. Nipsey Hussle was a pioneer to me. Like, I don't feel like Nipsey Hussle supposed to die that early. And not to say nobody set him up, this, that, and the third, but I be hearing conspiracy theories about Big U had something to do with it. It would make sense, because how does the littlest Crip in Rolling 60 kill the biggest Crip in Rolling 60 without it being co-signed by somebody? It don't make sense. That's gang politics, though. I ain't into gang politics, just my theory.
Man, it's been, the conspiracy's been out there for a while. It's been going crazy with those, man, but, you know. Okay, we've seen a lot of rappers get arrested, but this time it was an athlete that got himself in some trouble. Antonio Brown is accused of shooting at a guy. There's two sides to the story. AB is saying they tried to take his chain, and you know, it's also being reported that they had beef for a while, and that AB was actually the guy that went after him. You know, what was your thoughts on that situation?
Did he get charged for that?
Nope.
So I ain't gonna speak on it. He ain't get charged for it. I ain't gonna speak on it. I ain't gonna have no opinion. But AB is AB. I feel like I wouldn't have did it. Shooting a gun at Aiden Raw's event, I wouldn't have did it. When I seen it, I thought it was a skit. That's how crazy it was. Like, I literally thought it was a skit. It was so crazy, I thought it was fake. But I ain't gonna speak on it. AB is AB. That's all I can tell you. He ain't got no charge for it, so obviously it wasn't that serious.
So when I was doing my research, looking into for the interview, man, I seen that you and 051 Kiddo
Yeah.
had a little bit going on. What's going on with you guys?
I don't know bro personally. Bro kind of slow in the brain because he don't understand what I was saying. I said that J Mane sent him to jail. He think that I said J Mane, he thinking that J Mane went to the police like you need to lock Kiddo up. What I mean by J Mane sent him to jail, 051 Kiddo came home on parole or some type of probation something, parole something from doing a 10-year sentence. He went on Whoops TV and put a gun under his arm, and J Mane put it in the caption. He glorified the moment. He zoomed in everything. That gun, he can't be around firearms. That gun is a violation itself. But what's to make it even worse, so they got a person who get immunity for giving the police information, period. So if the police got up on Butter, F by G Butter or FBG Butter, whatever his name is a government informant. Like, guarantee he be getting immunity for things. So if Butter get locked up and the police want some information on him, Kiddo is a big factor to the streets and the police will love to lock him up, the task force, because they feel like he a menace or a danger to society. So they would love to lock him up for anything he do wrong. You don't think Butter would go in their system that you was there with a real gun, this, that, and the third? Long story short, after the Woof TV interview and him flashing the firearm, his probation officer, parole officer, whatever it is, they randomly searched his house and found that same gun from the interview. The interview is what triggered the random search, but he's so lost and he don't know what's going on. He's just still on Whoops TV with J Mane, don't know what's going on. He took it the wrong way, but they say Kiddo go hard in Chicago. He ain't never did nothing in my state, so why would I take him serious? I ain't got no beef with Kiddo though. Shout out to Kiddo, he doing his thing. He be with his homeboys. I can't take from him what they say. They say he one of the ones and I can't take that from him, but it wasn't nothing personal for real. It's just, bro try to call me a goofy, sound sweet, this, that, and third. He need money for an interview. Kiddo, you don't got more money. You don't even have money. Like, you ain't don't know money, nothing. You ain't even in that. Like, J Mane don't even got more money than me if you want to be technical, but we ain't even gonna talk about money. I'm humble.
I think I seen you say that Lil Durk is probably the reason he's out doing interviews.
100%. Because when Lil Durk home, if Lil Durk and King Von was still alive and Durk was home, I didn't really see these guys doing super duper podcasts. I didn't see them talking about O Block. I didn't see none of that. All that happened after Von died. I promise you. Before Von died, I don't even know what J Mane was pushing peace. He was trying to just, like, in case he get caught, you know I got a box of cereal. J Mane is so weird to me. J Mane, allegedly, Von and O Block put money on Duck. Duck died. J Mane went to King Von mural to celebrate with him with a box of whoops. That ain't even the end of it. Then after that, Lil Durk invited him to a concert. He went and kicked it with the O Block guys. It's like, what are you doing, bro? If you pushing peace, push peace. Don't be around here with the enemy just looking goofy, this, that, and the third. And they put him in the song. He said, what'd he say? Something, I don't know. Lil Durk said something in the song. Something, tell J Mane, bring me a box of whoops. Something. I don't know, but really a fan, bro. Your homeboy died. Like, either you can be in the streets or out the streets. I don't be on the block at all. I don't be around street guys at all. I'm all the way out the streets. It's like you half and half, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He's not pushing peace. He's pushing the paycheck. If you want to interview J Mane right now, he got a price. He not a leader. Martin Luther King go talking to Million Man March for free because he's a leader. He's trying to push a message. J Mane's not trying to push a message unless you got money. The I'm pushing peace is, the box of whoops is red. It's a red flag for everybody to just leave him alone. Like, he can push peace in case he get caught by the ops and they might give him a pass. That's what pushing peace is to him. He not really helping the community, this, that, and the third. It's a facade.
What'd you think about him going to O Block?
Exactly what happened. One attitude, he got on up out of there. He cried in the car on his way back. Damn. They killed all my friends. I can't be alone out here, Bobby.
You don't agree with him linking with Durk at the concert?
I wouldn't say he was linking with Durk at the concert to do anything. He linking at Durk with the concert to let him know, Durk, I know what happened. I know what you did to my homeboys. I am not with that. I do not want to be next. I don't want no trouble. I'm pushing peace. I'm kicking it with you guys. J Mane wasn't there too long for the camera. It looked good. They said J Mane got about that locker room and shot on about it. But it looked good for camera. It is what it is, though. I ain't saying it was bad. I ain't saying it was good. But all I'm saying is, bro, I'm a regular person. These are GDs and BDs. GDs and BDs gonna die GD or BD. It's gangland. They gang repping. Like, you can't just hop out of gang. Your way out of gang is death or jail. You can't just hop out of gang when your homeboys die. You was just in them same videos jumping around toting guns with them guys. They died, now you pushing peace? You should have pushed peace before they died. Maybe they still be here with you to push peace with you. J Mane on some scared shit. That's why I whipped my gun out on this scared ass.
Yeah, what happened when you guys, is that what happened when you guys met? What happened? Can you break that down for me?
We was doing an interview. This is my first time in J Mane presence. He talked loud, he had character, like, cause they tell me he different. I'm from DC, I don't really know people that talk that loud. So basically I just temperature checked him. We in Dallas, Texas. He don't know I got no pistol. He tell me that he with his homeboys, this, that, and the third. Like, man, my homeboys dropped me off outside, man. Yeah, whole time he with the camera lady V. He drove with the camera lady, all that. He be standing her house, that's his camera lady. I know his whole drop. I got his whole drop on him. He don't know I got a firearm, so as he loud and he pressing, like, I just pulled the gun out and put it on the floor. I'm not gonna do nothing with it or nothing. This just to let him know, bro, I'm scrap here. I'm a real street first. Like, I'm strapped here. I know you ain't got no gun. I just put it by his foot to see would he grab it, but if he'd have grabbed it, whoever I was with, he was demonstrated too, so I didn't really matter. Just a test to see J Mane. J Mane kicked it back, talking about he on probation, he on parole. Me letting him telling me that, I knew that he don't be around firearms, he not really that. His whole attitude and demeanor switched the whole interview. I just started getting aggressive with him back. Like, yeah, O Block put belt to ass, King Von this, 63rd ain't shit, you feel what I'm saying? Take this temperature, and he did exactly what he supposed to did. Checked his ass in. He wasn't doing nothing though. J Mane is J Mane. Shout out to J Mane. Shout out to Whoop TV. I'm not even gonna be a hater, but J Mane ain't knowing what I'm on. J Mane just in Burr, Chicago in that interview.
We talked about Mama Duck a little bit earlier. You know, she came out and said that she wants Durk free. What's your thoughts on that?
That's because she know directly Lil Durk ain't had nothing to do with that. I don't feel like he had nothing to do with that directly. But I apologize to Mama Duck. I ain't got nothing bad to speak on to Mama Duck. I gave her an apology. I'm gonna respect Mama Duck, and it is what it is. Mama Duck said a couple things about me. I don't really remember exactly, but I'm gonna respect Mama Duck. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Mama Duck. Shout out to Mama Duck and whatever she got going on.
What do you think about her coming out and saying that FBG Duck would have been backdoored by 63rd if he didn't die?
Sound about right? Cause look what they doing now. They linking up with the guys who killed him. They just loose. They ain't try to do nothing in return. Like, look what they doing now. I believe that. Cause it's like, it's an ego thing. I didn't even say something about J Mane, like Duck put you on. He said like, I'm not even from, I'm FYB, I'm not FGB, or what is it? I don't even know the difference, but he said he's something else. And I read his chain and it wasn't whatever they is. It's like two different F something. I don't know directly, but he popped something like, who put me on? Duck ain't something. I'm like, damn, I thought Duck was your homeboy, but I know all them because of Duck and Duck death. They so goofy and wild, they had me dissing Duck because I don't know him personally just by his homeboys and they're raw. But now that I study and look at these documentaries, Duck was realer than all of them. Like, Duck was a real one. I wish I could take it back, but J Mane didn't put us on. I don't really care. It is what it is, but Duck was realer than them though. That's why they looked up to him. He was the influence.
All right, so when I was doing some research, man, I came across a video, and you talked about you were around Young Thug before he was even famous.
100%. That's like I told you about Bricc Baby. Bricc Baby we was all at PeeWee Longway house in Atlanta, Georgia. PeeWee had a spot, all the rappers in there. Longway. Bricc Baby wasn't a rapper at the time, but he was in there. Who else was in there? Jose Guapo, Young Thug. Shot Glizzy and Young Thug got a verse. I don't know if it's on Young Hefe something, but they recorded in PeeWee Longway closet in the spot that we was in. Thug was driving his baby mama at the time, black Ford. He had like black tight pants, a gray like crop shirt. But long story short, I was looking at his image because like he just dressed different. But I never judged him because he moved a room though. Like he ain't in court no more. He a real gangster. Like you don't think Young Thug behind the persona that people try to, because he came out and dressed in it. Thug a real gangster. Thug really go hard. I ain't gonna say nothing to incriminate him, but Thug really one of the ones. He sat there and told, Shy told me in the kitchen while Young Thug right there, we all in the kitchen, that he gonna be the biggest rapper in ATL. Shy was bigger than him at the time. He said he gonna be the biggest rapper in ATL. I just sat there and I just listened. I ain't say nothing. Thug was like Gucci Man was locked up and Birdman was trying to sign him. Gucci was keeping Birdman away from him, so I guess Gucci ended up letting him go do his business with Birdman. And then Thug blew up. But Thug was telling us a story. He had an AK-47, a regular AK-47. It was like the regular wood one. He said, when I blow up, I'm gonna paint this young white. Long story short, Stoner video came out. He had the white AK-47, everything he said he manifested. Thug is one of the ones, I respect Young Thug though, because that moment right there before I knew who he actually was and I watched this grind, he definitely a real one though. And everybody respect him. He a real one though. Like, when I mean real, he might be realer than all these rappers that I ever ran into. Because Meek Mill said something so weird. One day he threw me off, so I give it to Thug. Shout out to Thug.
Okay, now you mentioned the dresses. Was he wearing dresses back then, or was he just had an idea of what he wanted to do?
I don't know nothing about the dresses. The dresses came out like later on. I never seen him in a dress. I just seen him in his type of fashion. But that's the way he dressed it. It was like whatever his fashion was, it wasn't no dress or nothing like that. It probably was some skinny jeans and a shirt. But you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no dress. I ain't know nothing about the dress and that cover that came out later, but he's so much of a real, I overlook the dress because I know what type of shit he be on.
And you said Gucci was trying to sign Young Thug?
Young Thug was already signed to Gucci. Birdman was trying to sign him, but Gucci was locked up. And Gucci wasn't listening at first, but some way he ended up with Birdman. But he was telling us Birdman was trying to sign him before we even knew anything about anything.
He never dropped anything with Gucci Mane, did he?
Yeah, he had a song that I knew him from with Gucci Mane. I don't know how it go, but he had a verse on one of them Gucci Mane songs, and it was like that.
Okay. Do you have any stories from back in that time that you could share?
Far as who? You got a name like a specific person, like who?
Young Thug.
No, just he a real one. Like he a real one. He gave Shy a verse for free in a closet at a time where he was just with the movement. You feel what I'm saying? We was Glizzy gang at the time, and Thug looked out.
Well, what about PeeWee Longway?
PeeWee Longway, it's PeeWee Longway spot. PeeWee Longway locked up right now, so I ain't gonna say too much, but he was king of the hill. We gonna call him Hank, because he was king of the hill. Longway a different breed, bro. He just a different type of guy. Like, I popped my first piece of boot in Longway house. Like, when it was like running the lobby, it was like lobby running at the time. Boot up. I made a song called Having Fun. It's on YouTube right now on my YouTube channel, but I was on TV. I made a Having Fun song. I'm having fun about booting. My first piece of boot was from PeeWee Longway, but I'm gonna tell you a story. Some girl, I'm sorry CC that I gotta put this out here. This girl named CC from Atlanta. Longway was like, bro, she like you such and such and that. I've been in Atlanta, I don't know nobody. I ain't had a female or nothing. Longway put me on with his homegirl, and we became cool. We still cool to this day. Like, I got that relationship from PeeWee Longway and down in Atlanta. But PeeWee Longway a real one, bro. He let us in his house. He all out gave us, Shy had his jewelry on, nothing happened. He just gave us the red carpet, bro, like the realest. I can't say nothing bad about PeeWee Longway ever in my life, but he the realest.
What happened between Shy Glizzy and Taliban Glizzy?
I wouldn't say nothing happened. Taliban got grabbed by Secret Service and FBI, Homeland Security, and Shy Glizzy threw up a post on his Instagram and say, people go to jail on their own time. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing, this, that, and the third. But I was like, why would Shy say that? Because he only gonna be talking to the police. But I don't know. And then a document came out, like an FBI document came out, a Taliban case, and they blurred Shy Glizzy's face out. Everybody else's picture was showing they blurred Shy Glizzy's face out like he was a witness or something. I'm not saying he hot, I'm not saying he a witness, but I don't know why they blurred his face out in the Taliban paperwork. Long story short, Taliban Glizzy was Shy Glizzy homeboy, right-hand man, fake muscle, the fake Aunt Glizzy fill-in, whatever it is. Shy don't feed them. They don't get no money, so nothing, so they gotta go do illegal activity to still try to stay alive, to keep the image to stay afloat. So as he was doing all that, his nonsense to keep up with the appearance that he Shy Glizzy homeboy with the money, this, that, and the third, he got caught by all them jurisdictions for, like, allegedly not bank robbery, jewelry store robberies all over the East Coast. And Shy Glizzy, he talked about him, said nothing to him enough. I heard Taliban was hot and he was testifying on his co-defendants, but I don't know how true that is. Ain't no paperwork came out yet. And it is is what it is. They don't talk about Taliban no more. They deleted all his pictures off their Instagram. They never spoke on him since the day he got locked up. He just disappeared.
How long has he been locked up for?
Probably like, let's say like 2-3 years. He ain't even been to trial yet.
Oh, he's still fighting his case. Okay. Now, have you and Shy Glizzy had any communication? Have you guys talked about working? Have you, are you open to, sitting down and having a conversation?
100%. We never had a conversation though. Me and Shy Glizzy got into it as kids. Like, he was probably like 17. I'm 33 now. I'm not even in the streets. When I left the streets, everything that happened in the streets, I left that there. I left it all there. Like, I'm a civilian. Shy Glizzy pride is in the way. He got pride problems. He got small man complex. We can make millions of dollars together. Not saying we gotta be friends. I don't wanna be friends with him. I don't wanna be cool with him. But if we can get some money, if Lil Baby can bring out Lucci, if Cameron and Mace can sit down on the podcast, bro, we can figure something out, bro. Like, we just here for the money. We don't gotta act like we cool or nothing. It's just us in the same shot, same environment, same room. It'll help us both, but he got pride problems. I hope he took his pride one day. He's my old best friend, bro. I'd have killed for him. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I'd have did anything for him. I'd have took charges for him and everything. Why would I want him to, you know what I'm saying? I just troll him now because I never got a paycheck for being around him, so how I get my paycheck? What I built up, I just bring it down. I'm bringing it down brings me up, so it is what it is. I don't even know what a Glizzy gang is these days. I don't have no genuine beef with Shy Glizzy. I haven't seen him in like, I don't know. I can't even tell you the last time I seen him. I don't even know what he looked like. I seen him in pictures. And people ask about me in interviews, he'd be like, I don't know Glizzy. Because he can't say he know Glizzy. It's receipts to everything. If he say he know me, he gonna have to tell stories. And the stories he gonna tell gonna make me so gangster, he wouldn't give me that credit. So it is what it is. I have no beef with Shy Glizzy.
What's your thoughts on the hip hop scene in DC right now?
The hip hop scene in DC, it's coming up though. We got a couple rappers that do numbers. Shout out to Nino Pade, No Savage, Giz Wop, Smoke Chapo. Who else? Let me think. Lil Bro YP, that's my homeboy. It's like, there's people coming up, man. Shout out to Kid Esco, that's my little brother. There's people coming up in the DMV though, that like they do numbers. Like the first 3 I named, they do like immaculate numbers, like hundreds of thousands, 200,000. I feel like you should tap in with, it's another one, Mavi. Who else? It's a lot of rappers. I can't name them all. Hold on, let me try to think at least 2 more. What's these rappers? Glock Jones, JG Riff. It's so many rappers, I can't really name them all. I get into it with some of them, not get into it, but some of these rappers don't like me, so on platforms they wouldn't say my name, but if I can get them to like, we from the same city, I don't really care, we ain't beefing, ain't no shots fired, none. I want them to win. But if you can interview some of these guys, like tap in with some of these guys and get them the platform and talk to them, they do numbers. They might do more numbers than me. Like if they open up and be vocal and speak and stop being shy as a rapper, like in the rapper mode, if they just loosen up a little bit, they interviews do numbers. They do 600,000 views, million views. They big guys here. Like shout out to the DMV. We on the come up. It's called Free Car Music. They got good music. They got regular music. It's a lot of rappers out here. I'm Northeast. It's a lot of people though. There's no more Shy Glizzy and Fat Trel. Them days are over. My favorite rapper is No Savage. He don't even like me. I ain't tripping. I like the music.
Do you know these guys? Do you have relationships with any of them?
I don't have no relationship with none of these guys. I know them all though. Like we all from the same city. DC is small, but they don't have relationships with me. They into it. I ain't gonna say they into it with me, but they genuinely just don't like me for, I don't know, cause I guess I speak my truth and I don't even know, bro. If Lucci can come out with Lil Baby, I feel like I ain't getting to it with nobody in my city. It's pride. I hope they see this interview and realize it's not even that deep. They so stuck in the street. They stuck in the street mentality. Like when I was in the streets, I used to beat them. They stuck on that kill or be killed, this, that, and the third, you a op, this, that, and the third. They don't even know. I'm a civilian. I'm not on nothing. I'm genuinely here to help y'all. But they'll understand it one day. I hope they do.
All right. Is there anything you want to touch on before we get out of here?
Wale ain't from DC, and I'm really him. And follow my YouTube at Barberson TV, the littest YouTube in the DMV. Tap in. That's all I can tell them.
That's what it is. And Glizzy, I appreciate you, man. Always dope interviews, always dope content.
Barberson. Appreciate it.
So, what's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Capone News.